So I've been in peak shape for the past 4 years, all while graduating high school, going to college, running my own business, and even having 3 different operations between my wrist and my jaw. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what I would do if I had to start over as an overweight and overworked guy with little to no time and having no knowledge around fitness and nutrition. Now, before we get into the tactics, the first thing you need to understand is that fat loss is actually really simple. Okay, you don't need the perfect strategy or some complicated workout plan to get good results. You just need to be in a calorie deficit, work out now and then, and be consistent. Now, although fat loss is super simple, it's not always going to be easy. You have to understand that if you go into this, you're going to have to make some sacrifices and you're going to have to put in effort from your side. Now, by that, I don't mean that you have to spend 6 to 8 hours in the gym every single week or only eat broccoli for the rest of your life, but you're going to have to make some changes to your lifestyle if you actually want to see real results. Remember, if you want to see change in your life, you have to change the way you live as well. Another thing that I want to mention that's also super important is fat loss is a lot about your mindset, because as I just mentioned, it's actually super simple to lose weight. Just stay in a calorie deficit and exercise regularly. But the hard part is actually staying consistent with those two things. And if you don't have a strong mentality to keep you going, even when things are hard, and even if it feels like you're not making progress, you're just not going to stay consistent for long enough. And as a result, you will never see good results. Now, I can talk about mindset for hours. It's something I'm really passionate about, but I'll leave that for another video and for another day. Now that you guys have the right expectations, let's get straight into the hardcore tactics of getting in shape as a busy and overworked guy. So the first thing I would do if I was in your situation is I would plan out my week. Okay, it is super important that you have a clear idea of what you need to get done in your week, and also just have a bird's eye view of how much time you have, how many tasks you have to complete, and where you can fit in certain things that you need to do, like working out, cooking meals, or just relaxing. So plan out your week so you know exactly how much time you have, and then you can see where to fit in the things that you need to do to lose weight. For your workouts, I'm going to say you're going to need about 3.5 hours per week. Now, if you're going to tell me that you do not have time, I don't really believe you yet, because if you check your phone, just your social media, you're probably spending more than 3.5 hours a week on social media, either watching Netflix, scrolling Instagram, watching YouTube, or anything like that. So if you really want to lose weight, you can sacrifice some of that to go spend some time in the gym and build some muscles. So now that you have a good idea of how much time you have and how your week is going to look, it's time to go calculate your calories. So what I would do is go straight to calculator.net. I'll link the calculator in the description, so you can just click on the link and go calculate your calories. So basically what you're going to do is you're just going to fill in your age, your weight, your height, and then your activity level. Now, please be accurate. Don't be unrealistic. If you only train once or twice a week, don't fill in 5 times a week because that's your ideal goal in your mind. Be realistic. Rather underestimate your activity level than overestimating it. Otherwise, you're going to eat too many calories and you're not even going to know that you're eating too much. Now, once you have your daily calories, what I would do is go straight up to ChatGPT. ChatGPT is your friend, and ask ChatGPT to create a meal plan for you. Now, before you do that, tell ChatGPT a bit about yourself. Tell him about your schedule, your daily life, your preferences, so he has a better understanding of where you're coming from and how your daily life looks like. Now, please do not ask ChatGPT to create a meal plan for you that only consists of Domino's and McDonald's, because that's probably not going to work. Okay, yes, ChatGPT is going to try its best to create a meal plan for you with those foods in, but if you only give it those options, it's not going to be able to create a good meal plan for you. Yes, it's going to tell you, you can do this, and for sure, I'll create it. But that's a robot. Okay, ChatGPT is going to try and be nice and create a meal plan for you, but it's not going to work. Incorporate as many healthy and whole foods into your diet as possible, because that's what's going to get you the results. Yes, you can add some takeout meals now and then. I'm not saying you should cook all of your own meals, but you're going to have to try and keep your meals as healthy as possible, because that's going to help you eat more volume without consuming a ton of calories. So talk to ChatGPT. Ask it what it thinks. ChatGPT usually has a good opinion, and work with ChatGPT to create a meal plan that fits in with your schedule and your daily life. And once you've got all of that figured out with ChatGPT, you obviously need to tell it how many calories your meal plan should be. So I would recommend going for a 500 to 700 calorie deficit. So in other words, if you got 2,500 calories in step one when you calculated your daily calories, I would recommend creating a meal plan that is around 1,800 to 2,000 calories per day. Then regarding your protein, it's always good to get enough protein. It's good for building muscle, and it also helps with losing weight. So I would recommend going for 1 gram per pound of your goal body weight. So if you weigh 200 pounds right now, but you want to weigh 180 pounds, that's your goal weight, then go for 180 grams of protein each day. Give that to ChatGPT. It'll do its best to create a meal plan that facilitates that. So now that you have your meal plan figured out, obviously you just need to stick to it. That's the most important part. A meal plan can't help you if you don't actually use it and stay consistent with it. So do that. Make sure you don't just throw it in your cupboard if you're going to print it out and just leave it there. Use the meal plan every single day if you actually want to see results. So next up, you need to create a workout plan. Obviously, you're going to hit the gym 3 times a week is what I recommend for you guys just starting out. 3 times isn't too much. It's not overwhelming, but it's enough to get you really good results. I would say go for 1 hour, 3 days a week if you can, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But do whatever is convenient for you as long as you're there around 3 to 3.5 hours a week, 3 days a week. Now, I'm going to give you my favorite 3-day workout plan. This is the workout plan that I use for all of my clients that train 3 days a week. This is a pretty simple workout plan. It won't take you too long, and it definitely ticks all the boxes of a good workout plan. Now, if you do not like this workout plan, then feel free to ask ChatGPT to create a 3-day workout plan for you that you like better, or you can just get one from the internet. But in my opinion, just take the one that I've given you. It's proven, it works, and it'll get you good results if you actually stick to it consistently. Now, once those 2 things are done, you basically have your exact and personalized plan of action to get in shape. Now, all you need to do is just follow it relentlessly and don't give up. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the hardest part about losing weight is actually staying consistent. You now have a very good and clear plan of action to get you exactly where you want to go. It's now up to you to actually stay consistent with it for at least the next 4 to 6 months. And I can promise you, if you can actually get yourself to do that, you're going to be blown away by the results you get, because you do not need a fancy or perfect plan of action to get you good results. You just need to do the correct things over and over and over and over again for long enough consistently, and you will see amazing progress in your body. Once you start with this, the most important thing is just going to be for you to focus on the present. Don't worry about what you need to do tomorrow or even later today. Just focus on what you need to do right now. If you need to eat a specific meal, just eat the meal. If you need to go to the gym, just focus on getting out of bed at least. And once you're out of bed, focus on getting to your cupboard and putting on your gym clothes. Don't focus on what you still need to do, because that's when you get overwhelmed and give up. I'm sure you can tell I'm really excited for you to get on this, because I know if you stick to it, you're going to get to where you want to go. You just have to keep pushing forward. Yes, there's going to be moments where you feel demotivated. And yes, there's going to be moments where you feel like your results are very slow. But if you just keep on pushing, you're going to get there eventually. Keep on educating yourself, keep on learning, keep on doing your best. And I promise you, you will get to where you want to go. So I really hope this video helped you. Please let me know if you have any questions. Drop them in the comments. I'll do my best to get to them as soon as possible. And I wish you all the best. I know you can do this. Go crush it.